Hi, Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and I'm here to provide a cozy corner of the internet where we just hang out and talk about books. I tried to do the YouTube last year. I uploaded a couple of vloggy talky videos and then just didn't upload for ages, so I've decided that this year is going to be my year. The whole reason why I started making content in the first place is because I wanted to do YouTube. So naturally, I spent like 3 years making content over on TikTok, to the point where I hated it. So I actually left TikTok for like a month and I'm slowly easing myself back into it. But I've told myself that this year I'm going to do YouTube because that's where I actually want to be. So yes, hi, most of my content is about books and I just wanted this to be a place where we can chat about what we're reading and do book reviews and recommendations. We can go to the bookshop and we can just hang out in general, go and get a coffee, have a chat and just vibe it. Happy New Year, by the way. I hope you all had a lovely festive period. I spent mine with the flu. I've had the flu since Christmas Eve, so the 24th of December. And I'm only just better now, but it's still lingering. So that's me. I'm currently working from home. And it's like 20 past 12 now. So I was going to do my nice setup downstairs in front of my bookshelf, but your girl's just not going to have time, and I really wanted to do a little intro for this video and say hi. So I'm at my desk and behind me is boy stuff. This is like the office room that me and my partner share, and this year we both want to double down on our hobbies and like our goals and what we want to do. So he is currently doing his bits behind in the office. So there's stuff everywhere. This is also the room where we dumped a lot of stuff when we moved here. So I've not got my glasses on, so I can't see the extent to which you can see the mess, but that's where I am. I also want to try and do something with my little area of the office. I don't know, just to make it a bit more fun and girly pops. But I don't know what to do. So that's me. I'm rambling now. Plans for the weekend and for the video. Tomorrow I'm meeting my friend for a coffee. Today's Friday, so tomorrow on Saturday I'm meeting my friend for a coffee in the afternoon. I need to get a couple of bits from Boots, and I'd also like to get myself a book from Waterstones. I read an arc of a book called The Hill in the Dark Grove, and it's a Welsh folk horror and involves Welsh mythology, and it's a debut novel by the author Liam Higginson, and I'd really like to get myself the hardback copy. So I've got like £5 on a Waterstones gift card left over from Christmas, so I think I'm going to go and treat myself to that, hopefully. And yeah, books, coffee, errands. So on Sunday there are talks amongst the family of going to Matlock Ghost Emporium. So I don't know if you guys will have seen I don't know if you guys will have seen York Ghost Merchants. I think they're like the OGs. I think they started this whole ghost thing as like a homage to York being one of the most haunted cities in Europe, don't you know? So they make like these little ghost figurines. We've got a couple of those that we got from the shop in York, which is really cute. And there is a shop in Matlock in the Derbyshire Dales that also do little ghost figurines. So there's talks of going to the shop and having a little look around there. So I hope that you are well. Let me know how you've been, and let's spend a nice little cozy bookish weekend together. So I'll catch up with you soon. reporting back from a Saturday spent in town in the charity shops and getting coffee. I tried to bring you guys along as much as I could, but I'm not used to filming for YouTube in public. I think I got about 15 seconds worth of clips for you guys. So I thought that we could sit down and do a show and tell of what I picked up today. Don't mind all the mess around me. I've just dumped a load of stuff on this little chair that I'm sat next to, and I can't for the life of me find my lighter for my candles. I just have a little lighter that I use to light all my candles in an evening, and it's gone walkabout and I can't find it, and it's driving me mad. So there's no ambience. It's just me sat on the floor next to a messy chair. But I did want to show you what I got from the charity shops. I got 2 really cool books, and I wasn't planning on going in this shop, but I was waiting for my friend to come and pick me up so that we could go to the cafe that we were going to for brunch, and I feel like these are excellent finds. So the first book that I picked up is The Tower by Flora Carr. This caught my eye as I'm sure that Molly Aitken has recommended this book, and Molly wrote Bright I Burn, which is a historical fiction based on the first woman in Ireland to be convicted of witchcraft. And it's my favourite historical fiction book. So if Molly is recommending historical fiction, then I'm going to read it. So I won't put you through me trying to read the blurb. It's quite a long blurb, but it involves Mary Queen of Scots when she is taken to or goes to. I don't really know the history, okay? So don't come at me, but please help me out if you know. So this is Mary Queen of Scots arriving at Loch Leven Castle. And I think it's about her maids trying to save her, basically. If anyone knows, please let me know. I just saw Mary Queen of Scots. I was sure that Molly had recommended it. I'm in the mood for some historical fiction, so I got it. It was £1.50. And then the second book that I picked up from the same charity shop is Titanic, A Survivor's Story. Hang on a sec. Titanic, A Survivor's Story. This is by Colonel Archibald Gracie, and as far as I can tell, this is a non-fiction, and it's someone's account who survived the sinking of the Titanic. I'll read the little bit at the front when I can get to it. There's some pictures in here, which is really nice. Let me hold this up for you. I can't see if it's focusing. It'll be doing something. Hang on a sec. Did it do it? I should really wear my glasses, and they're on my head, so it's silly of me not to do it. So it says, as the sole survivor of all the men passengers of the Titanic, stationed during the loading of 6 or more lifeboats with women and children on the port side of the ship, it is my duty to bear testimony to the heroism on the part of all concerned. And then he goes on to say, first, to my men companions who calmly stood by until the lifeboats had departed, loaded with women and the available complement of crew, and who 15 to 20 minutes later sank with the ship, conscious of giving up their lives to save the weak and the helpless. Wow. So I think this is going to be a little bit emotional. I nearly didn't bring it home because I thought, when am I going to sit down and read this? But then I thought, it's really nice to have something like this on hand, on your shelf. I am so fascinated by the Titanic, as I think most of us are. And, you know, one day I'm going to come across something. I'm either going to watch something or hear something, read something, and I'm going to think, I would love to know more about that. I'd love to kind of follow up on it and, like, reference it somehow. And so I think it's important to have non-fiction books like this on hand so that you can just refer to them and pick them up as and when you want and kind of dip in and out. So that's what I plan to do with the Colonel's story, and I'm so glad that they wrote it down. My final charity shop purchase that I'm pretty chuffed with is this M&S like knitted zip-up cardigan. I'm going to hold it up for you so that you can see, but I need to put the mic down, so bear with me during the awkward silence. Okay. I hope that you could see that okay. It's just a nice like beigey browny knitted zip-up cardigan, and it's their cloud yarn range. It was £8, which I thought was pushing it a bit for me when it comes to charity shop purchases. But I thought brand new that'd be like 30 quid and it's still got the tags on it. So I tried not to be tight and bought it home. I love pieces like that where it's super casual and simple, but it still feels put together and a little bit smart. So that's my sort of thing. So I bought that home and I thought that was quite a nice little haul. I also went to the library. I missed my bus into town today. So I thought, let's go to the library whilst I wait. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw somewhere that in the UK, like the library system will pay authors when their book is taken out and borrowed. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I should be using the library way more then. It sounds like a great way to support authors. I'm sure it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? So I took out The Watchers by A.M. Shine. Couldn't remember if I got this on the Kindle or not. I'm convinced that I have something by A.M. Shine on the Kindle, but I couldn't remember what it was. And I thought, if I'm just borrowing it, then there's nothing to lose. And also it's got really cool red sprayed edges. What do we think to sprayed edges, guys? Are we fans or not? It depends what mood I'm in. I don't know if I'm always a fan of a sprayed edge when it's on a paperback, but I think this looks quite cool. Something that I'm really bad for is taking a book out of the library and not reading it, and then I'll just return it unread, which is silly and defeats the purpose. And I'm always conscious that I'm going to take out a book and not read it, and then that's preventing someone else from reading it that might like actually actively really want this book. So I'm trying to only take books out when I really want them, and I have wanted to read something by A.M. Shine for a long time. So that's me, and now I'm going to make a cup of tea and I'm going to read my book. I'm currently reading a book called The Denizens. I thought it came out in January, but I think it might be February. It's an ARC copy that the publisher very kindly sent to me to read on my Kindle. This is by Nefarious Bat Press, who are an indie publisher, and they're really cool. So I'm really enjoying that, actually. I got the wrong end of the stick with this book. I thought that it was like a zombie apocalypse book, but I don't think it is. It's got zombies in it, but I think it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like this strange town in like the middle of nowhere, like a small town. And at night, like the dead from the town will just walk freely in the woods and what have you. So it's really creepy. And I'm trying to find out what's going on. So I'm very much enjoying that. So cup of tea, get on the sofa and read that. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going out for the day with the family. So I shall bring you along. We are meant to be going to the Matlock Ghost Emporium that I mentioned yesterday. And so I'll tell you more about that afterwards, I guess. And hopefully I'll film much more than today. So the first YouTube video is going great, isn't it? This is cutting edge content. But basically, I was thinking about this to just talk even more. I was like, what is the point in me making YouTube videos? Because I'm just another drop in the ocean. I'm not doing anything new or exciting. Like there's a million people doing like booktube videos and what have you. But I just thought it's nice to hang out. It's just low key. Nothing's really happening. You can put me on whilst you're cleaning, cooking your tea. Or if you just want a bit of company, then hopefully I can be there for you and we can hang out together. And it's just low stakes, chill vibes. Let's sit and talk about books and go and get a coffee sort of a thing. So hopefully you find some value in this somewhere amongst my rambling. So yeah, let me know if that sounds all right. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow when I'm at the Ghost Emporium, hopefully. And yeah, I'll catch up with you afterwards. See you later. Hello, lovelies. I just wanted to sign out and say goodbye to you, and also to show you Esme, the ghost witch that I got from Matlock Ghost Emporium yesterday. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see her very well, so I will do a close-up. I think that's focusing, isn't it? So that's Esme the witch and her familiar Nocturne. Matlock Ghost Emporium was so much fun. We've never been there before, and so we didn't know what to expect. It's in an old mill building in the Derbyshire Dales, and so if you know the area of Derbyshire, then you will know that it's full of old mills, old Victorian industrial revolution mills. So if that's your thing, if you like that era of history, then definitely check out the Derbyshire Dales. This one is extra spooky, I would say. As soon as we arrived, it had an air about it, a vibe, if you like. And I thought, this is haunted. And lo and behold, it is. So the lovely shopkeeper, whose name I think was Pete, was talking to my mum about some of the ghostly goings on that they have experienced in their shop, in the workshop, and being in the mill late at night. There are other businesses at this mill. You know, it's turned into like a bit of a retail, officey unit place, and there's like a kids' play centre there and stuff. Yeah, very vibey. The excellent location to find a little ghost friend. Lots of interactive bits that the kids would love, that I loved. Just a lot of fun. It's a great space. I think they do events there. I've been on their Instagram and had a little nosy. And yeah, I think they've been in that particular shop for a year. I'm sure that Pete said they'd had a birthday party the day before, but they'd been in that space for like 2 years. They'd got their workshop next door. And so it's a lot of fun. The little doggies come to say hello. I don't know if you'll be able to see her. My only... I don't know if it's a criticism, it's just me being tight. But basically, Esme cost me £30. I don't want to be tight. I just wasn't expecting that, okay? They did have small signs with the prices on, located on the shelves, but I couldn't figure out which price was for Esme, and they are not individually priced. So I thought, I'll take my chance. I wanted a ghost that was a reasonable size. This is like, I'd say, one of the mid-sized ones. I thought, you know, we're not out this way very often. This is our first time here. We're having a lot of fun. Pete's lovely. The shop's great. I want to buy something. So I went with Esme. I thought, I'm prepared to pay 20 to £25. And then, yeah, popped my card on there and it was 30 quid. However, there are some nice little touches that made me feel a lot better. So you get a certificate of authenticity, and then each ghost has their own story. So you get a card about that, and it has a QR code on it that you can follow online to discover your ghost story. My voice keeps cracking. I'm so sorry. Oh, hello, Mr. Magpie. Yeah, my voice just keeps breaking. I'm still a bit poorly, but is what it is. And then the other touch that I really liked is each box is wax sealed. So that's what I got. I've opened it from the bottom so that I don't break the wax seal, which is a lot of fun. You get a loyalty card. I got a little ghost badge because it was my first ghost that I bought. You get a birthday badge for your ghost. That's another small ghost. They had a little vending machine that you put a £1 coin in, turned it, and you got like a little tiny mystery ghost figurine. So it was fun, and I'm trying not to be tight. You can't put a price on joy. I mean, in this situation you can. It was £30. But spending the day with your family and having a nice time, that's priceless, isn't it? So I'll suck it up. And Esme's great. I do love Esme and Nocturne. And it's something that I will treasure forever. So, yeah. I do highly recommend checking it out, though, if you find yourself out that way. You can also find them online. So you can find your ghostly pal on the internet and have them posted out to you, which is a lot of fun. And that's me. That was my weekend. I'll sign out. I think I've spoken about what I'm currently reading, haven't I? I'm reading an arc of The Denizens. I can't remember the author. I'll try and pop it on the screen if I remember to do so. Thought it was going to be a zombie apocalypse book. It's not. It's really reminding me of Pines, is it, by Blake Crouch. It's got that sort of... I don't think it's going to end up being sci-fi, although who knows, but it's got that small town mystery, something isn't right, danger, paranormal element to it. So that's me, and it's book club tomorrow. We are reading Wuthering Heights. If you've not seen any of my videos before, then I run a book club in my local town with my friend, and it's a lot of fun. We absolutely love it. I would do anything for our book club. So tomorrow we're meeting up and we're reading Wuthering Heights. I don't like it. I've tried to read the book. You can get a version on Kindle Unlimited. So I've been reading that and it's so hard. I just don't get on well with the classics. And I'm trying to tell myself that it's okay to not enjoy the classics, just because they are a classic. Doesn't mean that you've got to enjoy it. So, first of all, I'm not enjoying the writing style. It's so... I think dense would be the right word. Someone on TikTok that I was talking to described it as dense, and that explanation works for me. I'm going to try an audiobook of it. Some people have recommended an audiobook version that is narrated by Amy Lou Wood, the actress. So I'm going to try that. But yeah, I watched the 1992 movie adaptation. That's the one where Ralph Fiennes plays Heathcliff. Didn't like it. I didn't like it stylistically. I didn't like the way that it looked or that it was shot. But also, I just don't think I like the story. I just don't think that I like the actual story of Wuthering Heights. I don't like the characters. Everyone is horrible. They're horrible to each other. Nothing much really happens. I know that you've got the supernatural element, which is really fun. The setting is great, although I don't get that gothic sweeping sense of the moors that I thought I would do. So, I don't know, I just don't think I like it. But I'm going to try the audiobook and see how I get on and see if that stirs anything within me. So that's me. I'm going to go. I'm going to let you go. Thank you for sticking around until the end if you have done so. It means a lot. I'm really trying with these YouTube videos. So let me know what you thought to this video. Was it okay? Is this format okay? Is it too boring? Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see. And yeah, I've got a coffee that I've just brewed, so I'm going to go and get that. Let me know what you're currently reading. And I hope that you are all well. And I shall see you next week.